Notts County talk, player ratings for the 1-0 win against Wealdstone away. A result we definitely needed, and you know what, I'm quite happy with the performance in that. Never really threatened. Wealdstone, as harsh as it is to say, they are not one of the better teams in the division. Yes, they've had some good results and they have drawn with the likes of Bournemouth and Torquay, but they've also lost 4-0 to teams like Maidenhead. So it was a game Notts were expected to win and really had to win. A change of tactics, whether it was to do with Reeves being suspended or just Arden wants to switch it, I thought we looked a lot more comfortable. At no point were we really broken down, and usually the gap between defence and midfield is always exploited, and that's when they can run straight at us, and we saw that a lot, especially against Kings Lynn. I'm really happy with that, to be fair, and you've got to look for positives, because that's we've built on new formation in a very short period of time. So going on to the player ratings, I think that's a good performance and a good result. So Slocum, he's got a clean sheet, but I'm going to give him a 6. There was 2 or 3 times where he was so hesitant. It really was. It was nervy, and especially towards the end in added time, he was waiting for the linesman to put his flag up, and it almost cost Notts the win. So a 6 from him, uncharacteristically nervy. I'm not sure whether it was sort of, we've got the lead now, we've got to keep it, and the pressure that's on the team, but it's a 6 from him. Nothing else really to do. Now, instead of staying fullbacks, we're going to the wing backs because we were at 5 at the back. We'll go Miller first. I thought he got the opportunity to be more attacking in this wing back position, and it really did work for him. Didn't have too much to do defensively, but what he did do coming forward was okay. It was pretty good, and I'm glad we saw him in that, and I think he was more suited to that position and that formation than maybe Barnett would have been. So I'm going for a 6.5 for Miller. Going to the other side, Dion Kelly-Evans, a player that I think could play fullback or wing back, really doesn't matter. And I think he did his usual play. He was very forceful in the challenges, gave 100%. He was rested from the game against Halifax in the week. So I thought it was really good. I was about to give him a 6, but 6.5, sorry, but that last ditch to stop Lafayette scoring from there, he put everything on the line, literally seconds to go, and really good from Kelly Evans, so he gets a 7 from me. Really top performance. Now I'll go to the 3 centre-backs. I'll go with Rawlinson. I thought he was particularly solid today, good with the possession and the ball at his feet, advancing, pulling out wide to support Kelly Evans when he went forward. And for me, he goes and gets a 7. Likewise for Lacey, they always seem to get the same in my player ratings lately. But I'm going to give him a 7 also. I thought they welcomed in Ellis into the back 3, which I know sounds a strange thing to say, but they've had their centre-back pairing suddenly with a new dimension added, and then they slotted him in, and they had to accommodate him. Ellis couldn't do any more. They had to work him into that, so I think they did really well there. And they both get 7s. And that moves me on to the goal scorer on his debut with the winning goal. Ellis gets an 8.5 for me. He was not only good in the air, he was fantastic from defensive set pieces, just really good on the pitch, and also from throwing situations. So yeah, that could be a weapon that we really exploit later on in the season. He was absolutely brilliant. He's got the long throw. He's like Notts' own Rory Delap, and that's going to cause massive problems. If we've got Eli Salmon, Effiong, Wootton, it's going to cause issues late on in the game when you throw Rawlinson up there, or Lacey, or even Turner when he's back fit. That is going to be monumental for Notts. So what a signing he's proven to be. And he gets the winner on his debut, 8.5. Very solid performance. We'll go to the central midfielders. I want to go for Doyle first. Much improved from the Halifax game. I think that was really poor, and I wonder whether he was leggy. Today he was improved. I think I gave him a 3 against Halifax. Today I'm going to double that score, and I'm going to give him a 6, and I'm going to give him a bit of a bonus for a 6.5. I thought this is a game that suited him more. He could get on the ball a bit more, and he just linked up that transition. He didn't get caught like usual, where there's the little gap between the defence and midfield. He wasn't caught, so that's something that I was especially happy with his performance in a 6.5. Now, he was paired with Jim O'Brien today, and I don't think he's been fantastic this season, but I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought today he was a lot better than usual. Very good driving. He does this little jink where he moves his body one way and opens up a lot of room, and actually he's got a lot more pace than you think, O'Brien. So for me, 7.5 is a very it could have even been an 8. I genuinely do think that. He was all over the place. He took that role of Reeve really well. And I think it would be harsh to drop him for the next game. I do think it would be harsh. I know Reeves is a better player, but Jim O'Brien there, he's put a claim in there to be starting the next game, definitely, 7.5. And then go to Enzio, had more of a free roll. I'm going to go, it might be a bit harsh, I'm going to go 6. Could have been a little bit higher, but I don't think he was fantastic today with his decision making at the end. His work rate was incredible, which we've seen a real uptake in that work rate from him, which is a big part of his game, but he just didn't have it for me today. I think he is more effective out wide and coming in, but yeah, I'm going to stick with a 6 for Enzio. I don't quite think he was there. And takes me to the front two. A pairing of F. Young and Woodson. F. Young would have been behind Eli Sam and Jimmy Knowles for me, but he was chosen. He gets a 5.5. Didn't see too much. Gave away needed free kicks. It seemed as though he wasn't doing what Ardley asked him. Yes, I don't think he would be the man you'd want to be pressing. I think you want Jimmy Knowles for that, to be pressing, to be perfectly honest. But, you know, he's got to do what the manager asked him, and Ardley was clearly very, very upset with how he was performing, especially first half. Improved slightly second, but it's going to be a 5.5 for me, and I'm not seeing what I expected when he signed. His partner, Carl Woodson, gets one higher, gets a 6.5. Difficult today. It could really have been a 7. Didn't have too many chances. They know that you could tell they knew that he was dangerous from crosses, so he was just, you know, blocked out from that a lot of the time. They had men marking him, but he did hold the ball up pretty well in some points and won some very decent free kicks. I believe, didn't he win? The free kick was a set piece that went in. Can't remember that, but yeah, 6.5. That takes me to Eli Sam. Now, he came on for literally 15 minutes, and I'm going to give him a 7.5. He should have started that game. For a player of his height, like 6'4", 6'5", he runs at players non-stop. He's very good with the ball at his feet, and coming off the bench, especially good. But I think he's got to start. I think if you've got those throw-ins coming in from Ellis, I think he could actually put one of those in the back of the net. So some very good scores there. It's a stepping stone we build on. Yes, we beat them 3-0 last time we played them. We'd like to have got a few more this game, but they didn't trouble us at all. It's a new formation. So I'd like to know what you think. What are your player ratings? And as always, please like, comment and subscribe.